Good morning, dear students. Today, I would like to discuss on applet programming fundamentals. The objectives of this video lecture are to understand the concept of applet programming, to outline the life cycle of an applet, to demonstrate the two different methods of execution of applet programs. Now, I would like to define what is an applet. Applet is a small Java program written without main method. The purpose of these applet programs are to create dynamic web pages. And these applet programs are embedded within an HTML web page. And these applet programs are executed using web browser, and they will reside at, or they will be stored at client side. Generally, in Java, we will develop two different types of applications. One is standalone applications and other one is web-based applications. The standalone applications are the programs which are executed on a single computer, and these programs are compiled using Java compiler, Javac, and executed by Java interpreter Java. The web-based programs are developed using applets or AWT or Sphinx, and these programs are compiled by using Java compiler Javac and executed or interpreted by using a web browser or an applet viewer tool. Now coming to the applet class hierarchy. As displayed in the above diagram, applet class is extended from panel class, and which in turn extends from container, and which is a subclass of component, and component is a subclass of object. And within this hierarchy, JApplet is a special class we have to use when we are using Sphinx. If we are using AWT, we can use only applet class, we can use that. So this is what the class hierarchy, applet class hierarchy is. Now coming to the applet lifecycle methods, there are 5 lifecycle methods, or we can say it as the 5 steps the lifecycle will follow, applet lifecycle will follow. First, we will say that applet is initialized, and next applet is started, next applet is painted. This applet is painted is a method where we are performing or executing the code what the applet has to do. Then after completing the task what the applet has to perform, then the applet code will be stopped, its execution. So applet will enter into the stop. Then once you close the web browser, then the applet will be destroyed. The object which the applet is created, that object will be destroyed. So these are the 5 life cycle steps of the applet. Whenever we write any applet programming, we require to import these two packages. One is java.applet and other one is java.awt. Why we have to import these two packages? Because these 5 lifecycle methods are defined in these two packages. The first 4 methods, init, start, stop, and destroy, these 4 methods are defined in the java.applet package, and the paint method is defined within the java.awt method. Now coming to the signature and the purpose of these lifecycle methods. The first method is public void init method, which is used to initialize the applet and is executed only once. Coming to the second lifecycle method, public void start is invoked after the init method and is used for start the execution of the applet. Coming to the third method, public void stop is used to stop the applet and it is invoked when the applet is stopped or browser is minimized. Public void destroy is used to destroy the applet and it is invoked only once. And coming to this important method, lifecycle method, public void paint method, which will take graphics object as an argument. And this method is used to paint the applet. That means what the task the applet has to do that we will implement within this paint method. Now coming to how to run an applet code. Now there are two different methods to run an applet code. The first method is by using HTML file, that is using web browser, and the second method is by using applet viewer tool. And generally this applet viewer tool is used for testing purpose only. Now I would like to demonstrate these two methods by making use of a simple applet program which is used to display a simple text message in the applet window. A string, welcome string you want to display within the applet window. So what is that applet code we have to write and how we can execute this code using these two methods I will demonstrate here. Now in the first method, a simple example of applet by HTML file. Now in this, the first step is you open the notepad and type this applet code in the notepad by importing these two packages, import java.applet class, import java.awt.graphics class, then define the public class, some class name. I am given here as the first class name as first, extends from applet. And within this class, you have to implement the paint method because what the applet has to do that we will write the code within the paint method, and remaining four applet lifecycle methods which are not mandatory to implement. So that is the reason I skipped those four methods here. Just I implementing or I am overriding only the paint method. Now within the paint method, because I want to display a string, so I am using a graphics class object. So g dot within this graphics class, you have a drawString method to draw the string within the applet window. So there are different methods to draw a line or to draw a arc, to draw a rectangle, to draw a circle, etc. These methods are available in the graphics class. You can call those methods to draw the different shapes. So those I will demonstrate in the next video how to draw the different shapes in the applet window. Now we are in this video, now we are just displaying a string in the applet. So I'm calling the g dot draw string. Now what is the string you want to display, that I will enclose in double quotes. I want to display welcome and then comma x coordinate comma y coordinate in the applet window where I want to display or where I want to draw this particular string. So once you type this program, now you save this program with some name first.java and then compile it using javac at the command prompt. So once the compilation is successful, now we are going to create a dot class file. So this is what the first step is: typing the source program in the notepad and then compiling it. Once the compilation is successful, dot class file is created. Then next step is again open the notepad and type this following HTML tags: HTML body tag, then applet tag. Now this applet tag will have three attributes: code, width height. So code is equal to dot class name, that is first dot class, width is equal to some 300 pixels, height is equal to some 300. This specifies that what is the width and height of your applet window. Then close the applet tag, close the body tag, close the HTML tag. So once you finish the typing of this HTML code, you save this file with the HTML extension. So here I am giving test.html. So once this file is saved, now to execute this HTML file, just you double click this HTML file or just open the web browser, and within the web browser address bar you type this total path where you have saved this HTML file. So once you double click this HTML file or type the address, type the total file address in the browser, now the browser will execute or run this particular file. Now one thing here in this program, you have to identify that this applet class, we have declared it as a public class. Why? Because you have to define this applet class as a public, because it is used by an external software which is called it as a web browser. So that is the reason we are declaring it as a public class. Now coming to the second method of executing this applet programs, that is by using applet viewer tool. To execute the applet by applet viewer tool, we have to follow these steps. Same as similar to the first method. You open the notepad and then type the applet code, and after typing this applet code, you have to type an applet tag within the comment at the end of this program. So slash star, then applet code is equal to class name first dot class width and height attributes, then slash applet tag, and then star slash. So this tag, applet tag, we have to keep in a comment and save this entire program with first.java. So after saving this entire program with first.java, now come to the command prompt and compile this program by using Java C first.java. So once the compilation is successful, now you can run this Java program by making use of applet viewer tool. So at the command prompt, you type applet viewer without any space, applet viewer space first.java. Then the applet viewer will be executing your applet code. Clear? So these are the two different methods how we can run the applets. Hope you got my point. So thank you. Thank you for listening this video.